What's going on? Mitchell Rentz here from Chat Sports, and you're watching NFL Daily. I got the latest NFL news and rumors, and I'm going to start the show off with a little bit of Leonard Williams, and I wish I had this guy's hair. So Leonard Williams trade, that's what we're talking about, because the NFL trade deadline is quickly approaching on October 29th at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. So the New York Jets defensive end Leonard Williams has been getting a ton of interest from multiple teams around the league, according to sources. Now, while the Jets, they're saying, we don't know if we really want to trade this guy because he's very good, it might make some sense for the Jets to move on from Williams if the offer is good enough. So just in context, the Texans, they traded away their number one overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, to the Seahawks earlier this year for a third-round pick and a pass rusher and defensive end linebacker, Jacob Martin. So here are some numbers here from Leonard Williams. He has been a very productive defensive end for the New York Jets. Drafted number 6 overall, and I actually thought in that draft Leonard Williams was maybe the biggest steal in that draft. A very productive player out of USC, and as you can see, he's really lived up to it, in my opinion, in New York, dealing with all the drama that the New York Jets have had to put this man and basically every single player that ends up playing for the New York Jets. I can say that because I worked for them, back in 2015. So I need you to do this right now. Chat Sports, we are the most interactive YouTube channel out there. Does your team need to make a trade? I want you to like this video if your favorite team needs to make a trade. So click the thumbs up button, like it, and then I want you to shout out your team. Be an overachiever. Like the video and shout out your team. Does your team need to make a trade? Maybe, just maybe, they need to make a trade for Patrick Peterson. Here's the thing. He's coming back. There's been at least 3 teams that have called the Cardinals about a trade for Patrick Peterson. So Peterson's serving a 6-game suspension, and he's going to be able to come back against the New York Giants. And while some people may have forgotten about him, NFL teams have not. What's the biggest reason why they haven't forgotten about him? Because when on the field, Patrick Peterson, you could argue, is the best cornerback in the entire NFL. He's getting older. That picture tells you right there. But Patrick Peterson can still play football. The Cardinals, this might shock some of you, they're not going to go to the playoffs this year. So if the Cardinals really want to invest in their future, maybe they could get some earlier picks for a player like Patrick Peterson. So if a team that wants to win football games or believes that they're a Super Bowl caliber team, you could see them potentially going out and getting a player like Patrick Peterson. So there's a lot of trade rumors here on our channel. We like to have fun here at Chat Sports. Who will be the most notable player traded? I want you to comment below. So wherever you see this video, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, who will be the most notable player traded? Patrick Peterson, Leonard Williams, or could it be Odell Beckham Jr.? I don't think so. But if you've watched our show, man, you've seen all these OBJ trade rumors. But the Browns GM John Dorsey said, that's fake news. I appreciate it. Were the rumors possible for a Beckham trade? Now, if you remember, Stephon Diggs 2 weeks ago said there's all rumors have at least a little bit of truth. But with Dorsey coming out and saying that, he doesn't really think he's going to move on from Odell Beckham Jr., I don't blame him. Now, OBJ had a pretty solid day against the Seahawks, but it doesn't really matter when you lose football games. 7 catches, 108 yards on 9 targets. The Cleveland Browns now are 2-4. I don't think Odell Beckham Jr. is very happy seeing that the Cleveland Browns, who, I'll be honest with you, I said we're going to win the AFC North because I listened to Tom. Dang it, Tom. I wish I would not have put my money on the Browns winning the AFC North, is all I'm saying. So now you have time. You have time to make some money over at BetDSI, chatsports.com/bet, the internet's #1 site. So if you went on BetDSI and you bet on the Browns to win the AFC North, luckily if you used our promo code NFL120 and you put down $50, you got $60 for free, and you can make smarter investments. Smarter investments like, I don't know, Josh Jacobs winning Offensive Rookie of the Year. Maybe the 49ers winning that division because the NFC West right now is wide open and the 49ers are playing some solid football. But go to BetDSI, chatsports.com/bet. This one makes me laugh. Owner Dan Snyder wants Tomlin badly. I saw that line and my reaction was the exact same as Mike Tomlin's. Eyes wide open. So the Redskins, they fired Jay Gruden last week after an 0-5 start. And the Redskins, hey, they got to win. You beat the Dolphins. Big things coming for the Redskins, Super Bowl bound. No, don't do that at BetDSI. Now, the entire idea behind this is because Dan Snyder is a fan of Tomlin, and according to a source, Tomlin, he could be paid top 10 in the market. The other issue with that is there's other sources out there that are saying this is a bunch of malarkey and it's far-fetched, like this one, the Redskins. The people are saying they're just not going to get Tomlin because it doesn't make sense. So Schefter, Redskins would need to blow away. Yeah, Mike, you and I, our eyes. This guy wants you badly, getting blown away. For the Steelers to make an offer to get Tomlin. Now, Tomlin to Washington is, I think, very, very far-fetched. Because the Redskins, even though that they're reportedly interested in him, they're not going to start their coaching search until next season. Then you also have to think about this, right? We'll hit this, and then we'll get out of here. Tomlin has 2 more years remaining on his contract after this season. 2 more years. So the fact that they would have to absolutely blow him away, the idea is fun. He's from Washington, or he's from Virginia. It's a fun idea, but ultimately it's not going to happen. So who will the Redskins hire? I want to know from y'all. So if you haven't already seen our video, we did the top 10 candidates to replace Jay Gruden. If you haven't watched that video, this is what I want you to do. Before you comment below, I want you to go back and watch that video. And if you're like, wait, I missed it, turn on your notifications. Make sure you subscribe, youtube.com/chatsportstv. Let's talk about Mr. Big Chest, and I'm going to try to unbutton a few shirts while I'm off screen here, because is Mr. Big Chest going to return to the NFL? Antonio said he's done with the NFL, and then, once you know it, he's like, I want to return to the NFL, and he would even play for the Patriots. Brown, though, still needs to clear up the off-field issues, and I don't really know if there's a team that would actually want Antonio Brown. Now, in the offseason, we did, the top 31 teams that could trade for Antonio Brown. That list is definitely a lot shorter now because I can guarantee you Raider fans are chanting FAB. I don't really think the Patriots would want him back, and I'd be willing to bet the Steelers don't want him. And heck, if the Steelers were to trade for Antonio Brown, I'd probably shave my head. I don't know who would want Antonio Brown. He is no doubt an incredible player, 6 straight years over 1,000 yards. But he has just absolutely wrecked his entire career in a matter of a few months, and the dude threw away $60 million in about 13 days. Good job, AB. So would you want your favorite team to sign Antonio Brown? So earlier in the show, I asked you guys if you want your team to make a trade, like the video. If you want your team to make a move, hey, maybe a move they could make is going out and get Antonio Brown. So would you want your favorite team, who hopefully you already commented below, to sign Antonio Brown? I want you to type Y for yes, or I want you to type N for no. Because between you and me, I would not want my favorite team ever to sign Antonio Brown. Signing Antonio Brown and watching Antonio Brown play on my favorite team is like watching commercials on loop. And if you want to get rid of Antonio Brown, you want to get rid of commercials, download this app right now. Chatsports.com/mytv. The app is 100% free. Not only is it free, it gets rid of commercials. You got to just hook up your device to Wi-Fi, download the app, and then while you're watching a football game, basketball game, a game, it will get rid of commercials, and instead you're going to get Chat Sports content. So no more Jake from State Farm, no more commercials that seem like they last for longer than 4 hours and you got to call a doctor. Chatsports.com/mytv. Download the app now. It's 100% free. Let's talk about Will Dissly, shall we? Very, very sad news. I love Will Dissly. He is a fun tight end, but he suffered an Achilles injury versus the Browns and was quickly ruled out. It looks bad. I'm going to guess that it could be a serious Achilles tear, but he played in only 4 games last year due to an injury, so you hate to see this because Will was having a good year. I mean, he already had 4 touchdowns, 23 catches, 262 yards. He has 6 career touchdowns. He was essentially having a breakout year, and he was a big focal point in a Seahawks team that continues to be impressive. They're now 5-1 this season. Will Dissly, I'm hoping the injury isn't too serious, but anytime you see the word Achilles and then quickly ruled out, I'm telling you right now, I am not a doctor. But I've been doing these shows for a long time here at Chat Sports, and that's not a good thing. Make sure you guys subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/chatsportstv.